What up guys, Evil here. Today I'm here with a new video, a different kind of video. Yesterday Arcade1Up revealed their new cabinets for the year 2020, and I'm gonna basically check out the trailers and go over like the games including with these new cabinets, and then we're gonna jump on over on some Marvel Vs Capcom2 information for the Dreamcast. But first things first, let's check out these new Arcade1Up trailers. The first one off is the Marvel Digital Pinball trailer. The Arcade1Up has already released a couple digital pinball machines already, including the Star Wars and Mars Attack, so I guess it's the Marvel theme one. These are really cool and stuff, but like I personally don't have the space to put like a giant pinball cabinet. You know, I barely have space to put these Arcade1Up machines, the regular sized ones. But if I had the space, I think it would have been cool. But they're using tables that are really available on your PlayStation 3 or PS4 with the Zen Pinball or Marvel Pinball games that you can get on your modern consoles. And this is just a digital version on a cabinet, which is cool. It has haptic feedback and all that stuff. It has like 10 different tables on here. You know, that's cool. 10 different tables on the machine. Awesome. Let's see, what else was there? Next was the Miss Pac-Man cabinet announcement. I know a lot of people have been wanting the Miss Pac-Man game since they started doing these Arcade1Ups, and since I think it was last year where they did the Pac-Man cabinet. And ever since then, a lot of people have been asking for the Miss Pac-Man one. Let me lower the music a little bit just in case with copyright. As you see, this one has like 4 games. It has Miss Pac-Man, Galaxian, Pac-Mania, whatever. Like 4 different Pac-Man games. But this is the one that I was most excited for. They announced the Marvel Vs Capcom one. But as you see, there's like 2 variants. They have an X-Men vs Street Fighter machine and a Marvel Vs Capcom machine. And depending on which machine you get, you have a choice of a couple different games. Here's the X-Men one first. That had X-Men Children of the Atom, X-Men vs Street Fighter, Marvel vs Capcom, and X-Men Mutant Apocalypse, which was a Super Nintendo game. So I'm not sure why they're even adding that one in. Then you have this other variant, which is the Marvel vs Capcom machine, which I think is the better deal. Which you have another which you have Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes War Over the Gems, which was another Super Nintendo game, Marvel vs Capcom, and Marvel vs Street Fighter. I think this is personally the better deal. They should have just kicked this Super Nintendo game out and just put X-Men Children of the Atom in here and kick the other Super Nintendo game out from the other machine and just put Marvel 2 and just would have had a complete set of X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men Street Fighter, Marvel vs Capcom, and Marvel 2. That would have been the preferred set. This is a hype announcement. I just hope they put online features integrated to these machines, like similar to what they did with the NBA Jam Arcade1Up machine. If they do that, I think it would be awesome. I'll definitely pick these up. It has online capabilities. That'd be really epic. I like the design for these machines. They look really cool and everything. But yeah, if it has online capabilities, it's for sure thing. Alright, here's their Arcade1Up's first light gun game attempt. I'm not a big fan of these big buck light gun games. I know a lot of people like to play them when they're at the bar. I usually see these games at the bar. But it's cool. I would personally, if these light gun games are not working, who knows, maybe we'll see other future light gun games from Arcade1Up, like a House of Dead machine or Time Splitters or something like that. Yeah, that seems cool. I like how they're improving the machines design-wise in comparison to the original run with the, like, this was a Street Fighter 2 machine I got during the first run of the machines. And since the first run, they did a lot of improvements, including the joystick, buttons, volume options, the light-up marquee, even the little stand has got updated for each new machine. That has like its own custom stand instead of this generic one that they had originally. But yeah, hopefully the Marvel vs Capcom machines would have online features. Like I said, I prefer the Marvel vs Capcom machine over the XM Street Fighter machine just because it's the better deal. And yeah, let me know about your thoughts about this whole new run of the Arcade1Up announcements, and let me know if you like what they showed off, or would you prefer they just tossed in Marvel 2 with these machines as well. Yeah. With that said, let's hop on over to the Dreamcast, and I'll show you how to unlock characters in Marvel 2 for the Japanese version. As you remember, last time I made my pickup video, I picked up the Japanese copy of Marvel vs Capcom 2 for the Dreamcast. Okay, and ever since Marvel 2 got announced for EVO, that was supposed to happen this year, but it got cancelled obviously. The Marvel vs Capcom 2 games have jumped in price, at least the North American copies, for both Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, and the original Xbox. But since the Dreamcast version is the main version these tournaments play, that one particularly is the most expensive one. I've seen like a English copy of Marvel 2 disc only going for about like $100 and up. So the Japanese copy of Dreamcast could run you anywhere from like $20-50 now, right? So it's a lot cheaper option. But you have your flaws with this one, meaning that you can't unlock all the characters in the Japanese version of the game unless you live in Japan, where you actually need the access of the Japanese arcade machine to unlock most of the characters. So today I'm going to show you a way to unlock all the characters of the Japanese version using this bonus disc I got online the other day. I'll probably throw this in my pickup video for the month. It's called the Capcom vs SNK Tenshin fan disc. I don't know, I'll type it down on the, so like I can't pronounce it, I probably butchered it. This was originally released with the Japanese release of Capcom vs SNK 2 for the Dreamcast, and inside of it, it includes previous Capcom fighting game saves, along with other like neat things that you can, you know. I'll just show you. Let's boot up the Marvel vs Capcom 2 disc and see what it looks like before and after the save. Now I have a North American Dreamcast. I'm able to play North American games using this boot up disc I got a couple years ago, the Dreamcast import emulator. This allows me to play pretty much Japanese games on my American Dreamcast without no modding And all you have to do is boot this disc up. Take out the boot out disc, put it in your import game, and then press the start button. Cool, right? If you guys find this boot up disc, I recommend it. Now it's telling me it has no save file and everything.
Marvel Vs Capcom.
So this is the Japanese version. As you see, most of the options are still in English, right? As you see, most of the options are still in English. So we'll just go to quickly the training mode so you can see what the roster looks like. So when you first start the game, you have a limit of characters, obviously. Pick some random characters. All the assists are in Japanese also, so unless you really know the game, it's trial and error till you get memorized all that stuff. I've been playing this game for like a long time, so like that the Japanese doesn't really matter for this game for me. So, you know. So in this game, you have to unlock characters in here at the secret factory. So, as you can see, unlike the American version of this game, the Japanese version has multiple currencies to unlock characters in here. One of them, the D points, I figured out is the points you get from just playing the game, arcade mode versus mode, training mode. The end points, I'm guessing this was the network play. Do they have to play online to unlock stuff? And these V points, I'm not sure what the V points are, but I'm assuming this is what you had to do in Japan, is stick your memory card in the Japanese arcade machines of the version of the game, and maybe grind on the arcade machine to get points to unlock them at your home console. I think that's what their intention was. But obviously when this game came in overseas, they took out all this extra stuff and they just made it just one overall point system. So you know, so you just unlock stuff within the game instead of just going to the arcade and sticking your memory card in the machine. So now, I'm gonna pop in this fan disc. The only regret I have is actually opening this game because it was actually sealed. But oh well, you know, gotta access it somehow. So first, let's delete this copy of the file that we just saved here. So once again, I'm gonna pop in my boot up disc. And then just press start. Now, I didn't even know this disc was a thing till I was just like surfing around the internet, like shopping for import stuff for my Dreamcast, and also trying to like find a way to unlock the characters in my Japanese version of Marvel Vs Capcom2. Since I don't live in Japan, I have access of the Japanese arcade cabinet. Alright, so over here is some bonus features that you can access to. So here in the first option, you have you could download replays of fights that other people have played and recorded, and it's on this disc. I think these were fights in like actual tournaments. I could be wrong. So you can download it on your VMU, your memory card for the Dreamcast, and you can watch them within the Capcom vs SNK2 game. Okay? Which is cool. Then the second option you have here is just art. Just like art for each character in the game. Just, just random artwork. Which is cool for a bonus disc. That's cool. But the main thing I was interested in is this. In this disc, you have the game saves of previous released Capcom games for the Dreamcast, for the Japanese version, of course, including Power Stone, the first Marvel Vs Capcom, Street Fighter 03, which is Alpha 3, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, Star Gladiator 2, which is Plasma Sword 2, Street Fighter Third Strike, hold on, what? Oh, there's like a lot more games I don't even recognize in here. So I got the, wow. Spawn, you can unlock characters from Spawn for the Dreamcast game. Capcom vs SNK, Mark of the Millennium, and along with various other games like Rival Schools and so on. But heavy metal. But my main topic here is the Marvel vs Capcom 2, right? So we just come here. It's asking you to select your memory card, VMU, and it's asking you if you want the save data. This will unlock everything in the game for Marvel vs Capcom 2. Characters, stages, colors, all that stuff. So you don't have to search for an arcade machine, a Japanese cabinet, to unlock everything in the game. And I think this is the main reason why the Japanese version of this game is a lot more cheaper than the American variant, because there's lack of access to unlock everything in the game. Unless you have this disc. Okay, so now that I copied the save file of Marvel 2, now let's see what happens if if it worked, right? Because I know a lot of people online are wondering, because I've been reading some of the forums and comments when I was trying to search up information how to unlock characters, and what's the main difference between the American and Japanese version of these games. Because the Japanese one obviously is a lot cheaper to buy. But if you don't have access to the save file or this disc, then it's kind of be impossible for you to unlock everything in the game. Or live in Japan. So Now once again, start the boot up disk. Now we go to the secret factory, and as you see, everything's sold out. And now when you go to training mode or arcade mode, you have the entire roster unlocked for you to play and practice and enjoy. You know, so I hope this video was informative for you Marvel Vs Capcom2 fans. I know this game got back in the eyes of the fans ever since Evil made that announcement to be having a tournament for this game. But since the epidemic crisis had, all these events got cancelled. And there isn't a version of Marvel Vs Capcom 2 that you can play online today, unless you have the PS3 or 360 version downloaded still, because they got off listed a few years ago. But yeah, that's my video for today. I hope you enjoy this. Let me know in the comments were you aware of this disc. You know, tracking this down might be hard, but if you can, getting the Japanese version of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I think would be the lot better, cheaper option. Along with it, you also have the game saves, as you saw, other popular Capcom fighting games on the console, including Capcom vs. SNK for the Dreamcast, which also helped me out to unlock everything in here, because it was a very grindy process to unlock stuff in this game. But yeah, hope you liked the video. Leave a comment, leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time. Evil out. Peace.